very emotional day here in Washington up on Capitol Hill for Senator Mark Kirk of Illinois. He triumphantly returned to work today 1 year after suffering a debilitating stroke.
Welcome back, man.
That I have one message for the dictators in Tehran. I'm back.
Veterans looking for work are getting a unique opportunity to find employment. The Central Illinois Veterans Employment and Resource Fair is underway at Bradley University. The event is sponsored by Illinois Senator Mark Kirk.
Veterans yesterday had to cross barriers to enter the memorial. Senator Mark Kirk, a veteran himself, was at the memorial this morning to greet those from Illinois.
A veteran who is pretty messed up will take 465 days before their disability claim will be adjudicated by the VA. And we think with some good backup that with a fully electronic medical record coming from DOD to VA, that time can be really cut down.
He says he wants people to see his disabilities because he believes that he can be an inspiration, making others understand just how much people like him still have to offer.
The story here tonight is about the friendship between U.S. Senator Mark Kirk of Illinois, recovering from a debilitating stroke, and a boy who knows something about what he's going through. The senator's left side was paralyzed. He can now stand and walk with the help of a cane. It turns out he's done it all with the help of an unlikely inspiration.
Senator Mark Kirk working to make it easier for people to get back to work after a stroke. He's working on a new legislation to make the transition a little smoother for patients and employers. It's a mission close to the senator's heart, as you know, nearly 2 years after he himself suffered a stroke. First time since suffering a stroke, Senator Mark Kirk took to the floor of the U.S. Senate, at this time to speak on a landmark bill. Kirk spoke out in support of the Employment Non-Discrimination Act.
His Republican allies need Kirk to come back strong, but so does the whole state and the country.
It was his first trip back since his stroke more than a year and a half ago.
Mark Kirk is in Rockford this morning.
Illinois Senator Mark Kirk visits the Quad Cities.
Senator Mark Kirk calling for eliminating visa requirements.
Kirk explains his efforts to...
Kirk is visiting Edwardsville.
Kirk toured Englewood today.
Kirk made a visit to Peoria today.
U.S. Senator Mark Kirk making his visit to Central Illinois.
The Northern District of Illinois has a new U.S. attorney this morning. Zachary Farden took the oath of office alongside his family on Monday at the federal building.
Your child has life-threatening food allergies. There may be some good news.
President Obama just signed the School Access to Emergency Epinephrine Act. The bill was sponsored by Illinois Senators Dick Durbin and Mark Kirk.
Kirk is among those working on a bipartisan bill that will hold Iran to its pledge to roll back its nuclear program. The legislation would reinstate the full force of sanctions and impose new ones if Iran breaks the terms of this recent deal.
Bipartisan coalition on Capitol Hill in the U.S. Senate. Mark Kirk has persuaded the powerful Senate Appropriations Committee to approve $19 million for federal agencies to battle street gangs of national significance.
Kirk gets a first-hand look at the cleanup efforts in tornado-ravaged Washington, Illinois. Kirk today assured the mayor of Washington that bipartisan efforts have been made to get disaster aid to that area and get it there quickly. And Dick Durbin voted in support of the bill to reopen the government and raise the debt ceiling. Both talked about the bipartisanship that it took to get the measure passed.